I knew Vince when I was 16 in Whittier High School, but he was 22 at the time. He was too old for me. And when I would see him on his motorcycle, chasing around Whittier High School, with his red hair flying in the wind.
I've never had red hair.
But anyway, I knew who he was many years before we married. And I had a girlfriend, Benita, and one day I said, Benita, we need to meet some guys. The next week I saw in the Whittier Daily News, bachelor and bachelorette square dance group meeting at a certain school on a certain date at a certain time. And I thought, gee, that sounds fun. I'd never square danced. And we went. The minute I walked in that school door, Vince was standing there, and we've been together ever since.
Well, it just so happened that that was my square dance group. I had started it.
And the reason why he started it was because he wanted to meet girls.
Well, I didn't say that.
And I stopped it.
Yeah. I guess that's true.
My mother and father and I was an only child, we would go to the Orpheum Theater on Sunday afternoons. We had to go by the intersection of Rosemead and Whittier Boulevard, and what do you know? There was an airport there with a dirt runway, and it was called L.A. East Side. And when I heard those round engines, and I was in the car, in the back seat, and my nose went right to the window and is glued to I want to go over there and see what's going on at that airport. Mom and Dad, I want to learn how to fly. And my mother said, girls don't fly, boys fly. Girls are teachers and nurses. I thought then, what does she know? My husband came home one night and said, how would you like to buy an airplane? And I said, when? I was 45 years old when I started flying. And what a gift. It feels glorious to fly in an airplane. You see the earth through God's eyes.
The reason I went was I thought it might be the last war in my lifetime. I didn't want to miss it. By the time I'd flown 3 missions, I decided, hey, somebody could get hurt doing this. So I wasn't quite as enthusiastic for it. So I got placed in a crew. Yeah, there were these guys right here. There's a picture of 11 of us. From then on, any flying we did together as a crew. And from there we flew to the South Pacific. Tinian was to be our duty station. We were flying from Tinian to various targets in Japan. Japanese Army and Japanese Navy would be firing at us. In order to confuse their radar tracking, we had rolls of tinfoil, confetti. It was like confetti, rolled about so big and maybe 3/8 to a half-inch across, and we had a big cardboard box of them, and we had the back door of the airplane open, and we were just standing there throwing them out by hand, and hopefully the Japanese guns would start tracking this tinfoil as it went down while we flew on.
Vince, did you tell him what you did during the war?
Yes.
Oh, I won the war.
Well, I think it's absolutely the best place. They have all kinds of activities here. They have professional entertainers.
My parents were here like 20 years.
And when they came here in 1984, of course, we came here as young people with our children. They're wonderful memories for all of us. They love to help people. They have so much love in their hearts, and they're so calm and so collected and so kind that everywhere you go, you feel love. Now, what could be better than that?